doing?
I'm going attack mode.
What?
It's the theme of the meeting today.
What?
Can you get off the table, please?
Dogs are beautiful, loving creatures. They don't go attack mode randomly. That's a wild misconception.
Y'all ain't never seen a dog chase a truck?
Am I the only one who
Chase a
found that
truck?
really disturbing?
No, I am deeply uncomfortable.
Like, I'm just trying to bring a little levity to an otherwise stressful situation. And what do I get? Ridicule.
Okay, Kim, if your goal was levity, mission accomplished. I mean, I'm left feeling very levitated, Leviticus. I'm smiling nonetheless.
Thank you.
That makes one of us. Now,
You're smiling?
now that we've got Uncle Bobby on our side, it is time to, as Ricky says, go attack mode.
Thank
But that
you,
is not-
Ashley. Look, with Bobby's backing, we can start making our final push against Othello. Now, if we make our case persuasively, the fans will follow.
The first stop is 2K TV.
Oh, like the video game. Huh, okay. What's the thinking there?
In theory, it's a very low-stakes media appearance, which means it's a great place to make a case against Othello without seeming like you're making a case against Othello.
Okay.
You can get a little dirty without hurting your reputation.
Okay, and what case are we making?
All right.
Like, specifically.
But we're going to lean into Othello's hatred of analytics, all right? Now, 2K being a video game, they're all about data quantification. You know, dork stuff.
Yeah.
No, absolutely do not call it dork stuff.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, got
But
it.
I will make sure that the discussion centers on analytics. And then you can accidentally let it slip that Othello isn't on board with the new school of analytics in the NBA.
I mean, you could talk about
Yeah.
teammate grades and how important they are to evaluating performance within
Right.
the organization.
To some people.
Precisely.
Okay. That sounds great.
See, Mila, it can be fun to be sneaky.
Shouldn't you be off barking at a truck somewhere?
No, please do not encourage.
Attack mode,
Ricky, no. Ricky,
Ricky, get down! Hey!
Mila! This is a disgrace.
Get off the table.
Welcome to a new episode of NBA 2K TV.
And we are very excited because we have MP in the house today. MP, welcome to the show.
Thank you guys for having me here. I've been playing 2K since I was a kid, and it's just really cool to be here.
And as someone who's been playing 2K for as long as he can remember, I mean, this must be a crazy experience. What's it like seeing yourself in the game?
Alexis, it is a trip. I mean, the graphics just get better and better each year, and it's like looking at myself in the mirror, you know?
But the big question is, what about your game? Did we get it mostly right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I do think my points should be higher overall, but I mean, overall, you guys did a pretty good job.
You know, that's not the first time we've heard that. Believe me.
I bet.
So our producers tell us you're somewhat of an analytics guy, is that right?
Yes. You know, like a competitor like myself, you know, I'm always looking for the edge, so analytics helps me find that edge.
For sure.
What are some things that analytics have done to help your game?
Oh, well, there's one thing our team is really big on analytics. It's called teammate grade.
Teammate grade? That kind of sounds like our game.
Honestly, yeah, it's actually kind of close. Yeah. But I can't give away all the secrets. I can't, sorry. But it keeps track of, you know, the million little things to quantify how to contribute to winning. So it's a huge part of what we do as an organization.
Well, it must feel good to feel the support from the team, right?
Not everyone puts their stock in it, man. You know, our GM is one of those, like, eye test kind of guys. He's old school that way, you know, like he's just kind of outdated a little bit. We call him a dinosaur.
Oh!
A dinosaur?
Teasing the GM, it's a little bold. It's your boss.
Well,
I don't know.
he's a good sport about it, I must
Okay,
admit.
all
And these days, pretty much everybody, you know, specializes anyway.
Yeah.
You know, so he does this, you know, old school scouting kind of stuff that's been around forever. And the data guys, people like Freddie Novak, they focus on the analytics and, you know, the other cutting edge stuff. And in the end, you get, you know, a little bit of best of both worlds.
It's like that old saying goes, our differences make you stronger.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
All right. Well, on that kumbaya note, we want to thank you so much for joining us on 2K TV. It was awesome getting to know you.
Thank you for having me, truly. I had a blast.
All right. Well, tune in next week for another episode of NBA 2K TV.
Every Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific. Don't miss it. Well, the community has voted. We've tallied up all those votes. And you, my friend, are now the sole winner of NBA 2K23's Top Play of the Year. How you feeling?
I feel like y'all playing a prank on me right now because
No, you got it, man. That was the most iconic lob since Wade to LeBron, my friend. That was.
And a big issue for teams, Greg, this time of year, keeping players healthy for the long haul. Coaches, we're seeing, starting to adjust rotations, keeping an eye on guys' minutes.
And, Kevin, it's such a long season. The teams have to keep the key players fresh. It's not a strategy everyone loves, but it's a necessary concern in today's NBA.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. MP is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Russell. Then there's Davis. And it's Reeves in at the 2.
Boy, aggressive work on the glass, paying off for LeBron there. Tremendous effort.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Spurs. The 3 from MP. Another shot. And Davis puts it in.
Davis using that athleticism to battle it out on the glass. From in that tight, hard to stop AD.
Fires the 3. And it's Sohan missing. Los Angeles is gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And looking at Anthony Davis, a huge part of this team.
Sure is. I mean, along with every team he's been on, this is a superstar player. I mean, no question about that. He can headline a roster full of superstars. Not much on the floor that AD can't do.
Spurs working the ball around now. Pass to Graham. Now Vassell. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Pass to James. Now Russell. Graham defending. Now MP. From the arc. Buries it from three-point range.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here's Graham. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Los Angeles is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. James, the pass to Reeves. On the wing, MP. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22.
Well, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Here's Vassell. San Antonio again missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Back to MP. Again, Los Angeles.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Spurs trail by 8. And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game. One of my favorite eras in NBA history, Clark, the 80s Showtime Lakers.
Man, I played against those guys. Thankfully, it was just twice a year when we were in the Eastern Conference. Those dudes were unbelievable. Magic running the point. Kareem still playing at a high level down low. Worthy finding his stride and finishing the break. They didn't just win titles. Showtime had a flavor that was fun to watch if you weren't being run out of the building by them.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Vanderbilt's checked in. Lakers leading by 10. Sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then it's Collins. Then there's Devontae Green. And it's Sohan in at power forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Enzo Graham will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Here's Russell. And he makes good on the layup. Russell's got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Vassell, no good that time, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
And as a result, there was a blowout win. I mean, credit them for initiating contact and forcing the officials to make the calls.
At the line for 2.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. Clark, when the casual fan looks at a stat sheet, turnovers sometimes go overlooked. They don't really grab your attention. But as a player, how conscious of turnovers were you?
Extremely conscious of it, Kevin, because you know possessions are valuable and you don't want to be limiting your team in possessions. And you don't want your teammates to be sloppy. You don't want to be sloppy. And most of the time you want to try to force your opponents into turnovers, not make them yourself. You know, I tell you what, you can make a case he's the best player in the league. Davis is really the total package, both ends of the floor, and he continues to get better.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, for 22 straight years, San Antonio made the playoffs. They haven't made the last 3 postseasons, and former Spur Robert Horry worries if they'll ever be relevant again, saying, I hate to say that. San Antonio is a small market. Guys just aren't going to go there. And that's a dire prediction for such a storied and successful franchise, Kevin.
Wow, no kidding, David. All right, thank you. San Antonio calls timeout. Man, is it easy to remain in awe of the greatness of LeBron James. Clark, this is a guy that just doesn't seem to age. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really one of the remarkable runs in the history of sports in my mind, quite honestly, Kevin, on and off the floor. We know he spends a lot of time and money to keep his body in peak shape. He yet is still not showing any real signs of slowing down. We know Father Time is undefeated. But I tell you what, LeBron is giving it a run for its money.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Looking to end the run. And it's Sohan missing.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
And here's MP for 3. Rebound, San Antonio.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And the rejection by LeBron.
Great anticipation that time from LeBron. He sees the shot forming and gets there to swat it down.
Bangs home the trifecta. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Johnson against James. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on LeBron James.
It's easy to see why this team is excited about Johnson. He's a fantastic athlete with considerable upside.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Checking out the group now for Darvin Ham to start the second half. They've got MP. He's out there with Davis. LeBron James is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Reeves in at the shooting guard. And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
Shot clock at 5. The Spurs need to get a shot off here.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
No good with the wing jumper. D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting, too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
James kicks to MP. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. It's good from long range.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Davis, the pass to James. MP outside. For the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
For San Antonio, they've gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark on the wing Johnson. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Sohan. No good from outside.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Johnson, a wide open look. Off target from outside.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And that one is good. Sohan's got his first points in this one.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Lakers.
And here's MP for 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Here's Johnson. And the rejection by James.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, I like the way Russell used his body there, finishing through contact, and he'll go to the line for a three-point play opportunity.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
I saw your appearance on NBA 2K TV where you actually called Othello Appin a dinosaur. Is it safe to say you and Mr. Appin are on the outs?
I wouldn't say on the outs, but you got our differences for sure.
Well, do you say those stem from reports that you're on the trading blocks?
Nate, you can draw your own conclusion on that one.
But I'm asking for your take.
Hey, man, you're a smart guy. You know, read between the lines on that.
It sounds to me like you're pretty unhappy here.
Me, mostly I'm having a great time, man. There's only certain things in life that I'm not happy with.
Okay, such as?
What you think?
I mean, my readers don't want to hear what I think. I mean, they want to hear what you think.
No, but I'm asking you, man. Why do you think I'm not happy?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Nah, you do know, man.
Man, I don't
You don't know?
No, I don't know.
All right, but you sense there's something, right?
I mean, you just said there's something.
Nate, you're a reporter. You know, you don't have any idea what I might be unhappy with, given everything that you've reported.
I don't have any idea, MP. That's why I'm asking you.
Guys, y'all hearing this? Like, are you really, really hearing Nate right now? Okay, well, I think that is enough for today.
Wow.
Thank Nate for that.
Wow.
Yo. Let's talk in here.
Everything all right?
Yeah. Everything's great. I mean, you're doing great. I just, wanted to talk in private.
Yeah, you toed the line perfectly. Not too aggressive, not too docile.
Oh, the classic aggressive docile spectrum.
Yeah, it's my favorite spectrum.
Anyway, we need you to back it up on the court.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, we need a huge game from you right now. Like, something that's going to show up on your teammate grade so that you can really push this analytics narrative.
Right. We need to make it crystal clear that Othello is not on board with the future of the franchise. If we can do that while you're playing like an all-star, that will be a huge win for us.
Okay, I can definitely do that.
Right. But remember, the press might not ask you about these teammate grades. So you might have to steer the conversation in that direction. That's enough of that. Are you comfortable doing that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm comfortable with pretty much anything at this point. I mean, you can't put the genie back in the bottle now, so.
All right, well then, like you said, just keep doing you.
You're doing an amazing job, MP. Good job. Good.
Wow.
Was that a compliment?
Yeah. Is that a tear coming out of your eye right now?
You feeling all right? You want a hug?
No, that's enough. It's enough.
Any additional motivation in this one? You look like you reached an extra gear out there.
I wouldn't say I had any extra motivation, but I did get a look at the teammate grade, and it backs up what you're saying. You know, it was definitely one of my best games of the season.
Now, you've mentioned teammate grades a couple of times recently. How important are they for your self-evaluation?
Well, listen, man, I'm a full-fledged believer in what this organization is doing with analytics. And the cool thing is it trickles down to everything that we do. Even our marketing department, does things based off data and research. Shout out to Freddie Novak, by the way. That's my guy. And that's just what I'm all about, man. You know, do things according to evidence, not old wives' tales or superstition or anything like that.
It makes sense. Hey, thanks.
Yeah. Nate, what's up, man?
You've mentioned analytics and Freddie Novak quite a bit recently. Is that your way of giving a vote of no confidence to Atilla Akpem?
Whoa. If I didn't say that, then no. That is not what it is.
Okay, then what is it?
It's more so just me expressing what's important to me, man. I don't believe in doing things the old-fashioned way just because that's how we've always done them. Some things are classics for a reason, sure. But if you want to be the best in the world, you got to push that envelope, man. And if you don't want to, then someone else will. But all I know is I'm going to be that someone.